And then when you decide that you're ready, then we'll place the implants or whatever it is you want to do. But we're never in a rush to do stuff on people. And like 5 implants, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, you sure? Let's know, why do you want to have 5 implants? From the beginning to the end, what do you want them to do for you at the end before you even start? So normally we sit down and have a couple consultations when we're doing multiple implants to make sure the patient understands.
5 or 6 at one time, that's a lot.
I've done 8 at one time.
You have?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, patient did great. If I have a good patient, good staff, yeah, we've done as many as 8 at a time.
How many hours does that take you though?
Last time I did it, it depends on the patient and the level of bone. I think it took me about 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Now, if there's no bone, do you do bone grafts?
Yes, we do bone grafts.
Build up the loss of
We do bone grafts, and we also do sinus lifts. And
what's a sinus lift?
a sinus lift is when you lose bone from your sinuses and you don't have enough bone on your ridge. We were going from the side of your face, lift your sinus up, and graft bone to that area. And if you had 4 millimeters, we can increase that to 10 or 11 millimeters.
How much is 4 millimeters? A half an inch, quarter of an inch?
Oh gosh, I can't tell you that. Probably.
Okay.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, it's not much. It's nice to have about 10 millimeters to get a nice implant. That's very predictable.
Okay, so let me ask you this question too, because this has happened to me and it's really bothered me. You go in to get your checkup, you get your cleaning, and they want to remove the abutment, the little tiny thing out of there, and make sure they can clean around that. I don't think you should fool around with that. You got it in, why do you want to take it out and put it back? Because you could loosen.
Okay. Well, we don't do that.
You don't do that?
No, I'm not sure. Once we put the abutment in,
you don't touch it?
No, it's permanent. It's permanently cemented in. There are some implants, I guess, that you can screw in. I used those a long time ago.
Oh, so they're outdated.
I don't know. I don't use them much anymore at all. I can't remember the last time I've used one because they tended to come loose, but they're acceptable method of placing implants and abutments. I think it's still acceptable.
But I don't think it's a good idea to unscrew it and take it out of your mouth. Yeah, because I have a partial, like I said, that's connected. And when you take that little piece out to go up there and clean, I think you're loosening the permanent foundation that you're supposed to have there to hold the implant.
I wish I could see what you had.
I could be, not on this show, you're not.
Then I can tell you a lot better.
Is that body or teeth?
I'd say both. They're connected, right?
Okay, I'll strip for everything.
Okay.
Sorry, folks. But anyway, I mean, that's what happens. And I think you keep doing that, you're going to loosen the implant, and bang, you're going to have another one.
Well, the good news about implants is that once you leave it in, like you said, for 3 to 6 months, the bone integrates around it, which means it's firmly locked into the bone. It's there for, like we know, 90% of the time it's going to be there for at least 10 years. And I've seen at least 10 years. At 90% of them are going to be there 10 years. So it's probably going to be there, I would guess. And I'm not sure what they're doing and what you're taking out, by the way.
I don't know what's been done either.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm still thinking about it.
You're going to come see me, I hope, one day.
I will come to see you.
Yeah.
I promise.
And then I'll tell you. So next time you ask me that, then I will tell you a good answer, right?
I'll ask you that question.
Yes.
Because I have lots of friends, and when this show is done, I have a lot of women who love to watch the show, and we all have good rapport when we're meeting the stores and everything. So they like the honesty of the show. Because I am very honest with you. I had like a couple implants, and bingo, those damn things were worthless. So I went through 2 more. And having you here, you've given me more confidence, okay?
Thank you.
And it's made me sit back and think, well, did X do it right, or did D do it right, and so forth. Because that is a lot of time, expense, aggravation, and then the drugs they feed you afterwards can make you sick as can be.
Okay.
I am one of those people. Okay. So, I mean, it's really good. I'm glad I found you.
Well, thank you. But what's so surprising is my staff can tell you that placing an implant is much easier than taking a tooth out. And even after it's placed post-operatively, there's less discomfort than extracting a tooth. So they're fairly comfortable and fairly predictable. There's some situations I have looked at where there may be insufficient bone, whether it's the height of the bone or the width of the bone. Those cases, you have to inform the patient of the prognosis for placing an implant. And then you have to tell some people, I really can't place an implant on you the way your mouth is now.
That's good.
And you mentioned grafting, so you have to say, okay, well, if we graft this area, now we have a much better chance of success in placing an implant. And if they don't want to do that, a lot of times I would just tell them no.
Well, that's being honest.
Well, yeah, and people will tell stories like you just told me. And that gives implants a bad rap.
It gives implants a very bad rap, and I'm not here to do that. I'm just here to let people know that you've got to know who you're going to and what you're going to get and what you really want. And don't get what he tells you or she tells you you should have.
You should come in having some idea of what you want, and I think you ought to discuss it more than once, like the person who said, oh, I want 5 implants. Not a good idea, because if he changes his mind after he gets 5 implants, you have to have a plan for placing 1 implant.
Because it's your life, it's your future.
You're a human being.
Exactly, exactly.
So if we can plan the construction of a car or plan our day or anything else, we can certainly plan what we're going to do on each other. And that's what all the procedures that you do. Anything that's involved, you know, beyond a filling or a cleaning, if we're going to do crowns or something, yeah, we want to plan it on you, and you want to talk about it, and you want to know what you're going to get and think about it.
Yeah, because it's your money. And times are tough right now. They're very tough right now. We all know that, whether you're a doctor, a nurse, or whatever.
Yes.
It's very, very expensive, even to get sick. When I went into I'm not going to mention the hospital because I'll never go back, but 9 days in that hospital, they charged me $31,000 for 9 days alone in the hospital.
Well, can I ask you what you had done?
Broke my hip.
Oh, gosh, you didn't mention that.
Yeah, I broke my hip.
I don't get $31,000 for 9 days.
Well, no. That all depends on what you do in those 9 days.
You got a good point there.
Got you that time, told you.
Yes, you did.
But I mean, everything is costly. So it's really good that you will sit down and talk to that person. Okay, I'm coming in to see you. I'm saying, hi, Dr. Jones. I'm Angela Brown. I want blah, blah, blah amount of implants because I don't like the hookups from the teeth because the teeth run into your own ridges, the false plate with the thing. Now, I want to know, what are you going to do and how much is it going to cost me?
That's right.
That's what I'm very blunt.
Right.
I'm just, tell me first, and then we'll hoggle, you know, around about it after that.
And I'm very blunt, and I try to get to the point. So if you come in and you tell me you want something, I will tell you what I can do for you and how it's going to work out.
Right.
Okay. And before we do anything, my staff sits down and talks with you, and they let you know your financial responsibility.
Who does it, Joy or Sarah, or both of them?
Both of them.
They're
both of them
really,
are very good at doing
really
that,
nice.
yes.
He's got 2 great ladies working with him.
Yeah, so both of them will do that and let you know your financial responsibility. And I don't like people to rush into anything. We always tell people, make sure this fits into your budget. So we offer financing to people so that they know how much they're going to pay every month, because a lot of us don't have a whole lot of money just to, you know, to put down.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if implants are expensive. I kind of think, well, it depends on how you look at it. Like a car is expensive. Some people say, well, no, that's not expensive. I say, okay, count what you want and what your priorities are.
Right.
So,
but your health should come first before any damn car.
And that's what I was going to tell you.
A car can go straight to hell. Your mouth is more important to you than a vehicle to get around with.
That's right. So I don't know that I don't think they're expensive. I think you're getting a lot for the money. The patients who've gotten them seem to be very happy with the implants. And they didn't rush into it, and I don't rush into anything.
That's good. You need time to think about things. I'm a thinker. If I go in a store and I see, say, if I saw this shirt and I liked it, I wouldn't buy it.
Okay.
I go back. Second time, if it's still there, I look at it and touch it. Third time, I go back. If I like it and it's there, I'll buy it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm a thinker. I'm a thinker with everything I do.
Okay, and that's good, because we don't want buyer's remorse.
Right,
it's
right.
too much time and energy involved. It's not a good relationship when a patient comes in and they're not happy about something that you kind of got them to do when they weren't ready.
You know, it's time for us to wrap up.
Oh, wow. That went so fast. Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Oh, my gosh.
I want to thank you for coming, and my viewers need to know we'll have part 2 and part 3, and it'll be more exciting than it was today. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.